Should be good. Let's go find it. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today in this video, we're going to be going over my pre-round routine, everything I do to get ready for a round of golf at a new course or a course that maybe I'm not familiar with. Let's get right into this one. Enjoy the video. So first thing I do is I hit the putting green. I want to figure out the speed of the greens. A lot of my strokes are coming from the putting green. A good round's maybe 28 to 30 putts. A bad round, maybe 32, 34 putts. And if I shoot 78 to 80, that's almost half of my strokes are on the green. So first thing I do is I come straight to the putting green. I'm trying to figure out the speed. I'm trying to figure out if it's really grainy. And then I'm just really trying to hone in on the speed of the greens. So guys, as I'm hitting these putts, I'm trying to determine, is it uphill, is it downhill, is it side hill? I try and do as many right to lefters as I do left to righters. I want to hit some downhill putts, some uphill putts. That way I can really dial in that speed. You know, I kind of will read a putt and kind of guess, just without really reading it, guess what I feel like it's going to break. And then I hit the putt and to see how much break there actually is compared to what I see. So this one felt like it was a little downhill. It looks like maybe it's more a little flatter than I thought. So there's good speed there. I would take that putt all day. Hit that one a little harder. And obviously I want to make the putts, but I'm more concentrating right now on hitting good putts with good speed. And then I definitely, towards the end of my putting, I try and do some lag putts. So I'll get like a 30 or 40 footer. This one's probably closer to 40, 45 feet. It's up the hill, a little left to right. And I really concentrate on my speed. I'd say that's pretty good. Again, good lag putt there. I'm just trying to build my confidence on the greens. I'm trying to make it where when I hit a putt, that's an easy tap in. And then I'll go back the other way to do a downhill putt. But see, those should be three really good putts as far as speed is concerned. Yeah, I would take all three of those from 40 feet. Another game you can play to figure out speed is try and hit it and try and get as close to the fringe without actually hitting the fringe. That works on your speed. So I know I'm going uphill, I know I'm going into the grain, so this one's going to be a little slower. So you're trying to get as close to that fringe as possible without actually hitting the fringe. It's really good drill to do as far as working on pace. Like that was a pretty good putt. That didn't touch the fringe, it was right short of it. Again, great putt. So I feel like I've got the speed of the greens down. So at this point, now I'm going to go to the chipping green. All right, guys, so now we made our way over to the chipping green. This is where I would go after my putting to kind of get the feel down for the putting. But I also want to see how the greens are going to react to my chips. I want to see, are they going to bite real hard? Are they soft? Are they going to bounce hard? So I'm going to get just a handful of golf balls, nothing too much. And then I'm going to hit to two probably pretty easy holes here. One, probably about 20 to 30 yards. Didn't get to see exactly how that reacted, but that was a good strike, so that's one positive to take. And so as I hit here, you can see that that ball didn't bounce like at all, which means they're kind of soft, but they're gonna they're kind of dead. My depth perception is all off. By the way, we're trying something new today. I got glasses on. I had LASIK back in the day, and it's kind of starting to wear down on me, so I've got a very small prescription. So you can see that one, a little bit of release, not a lot of it. But And I'm not so much concentrated on if I'm hitting good distance at this point. I'm just wanting to see how the green is going to react and how everything reacts to the golf ball. And is it soft? Is it hard? Does it check? Does it release? So you can see I'm getting a little bit of check and a little bit of release. So it's just pretty neutral. Try and hit like a little spinner in there and see if it spins hard for me. Very little release. So that's about it. Again, I'm just trying to figure out what the greens are gonna do reaction-wise to my chip shots. That one checked quite a bit. So I think if I put some spin on it, it's gonna check. Pretty soft greens. From here, I go straight to the range. We got about 20 minutes before our tee time. Perfect amount of time. Let's head to the range and I'll show you what I do there. All right, guys, we are on the range at this point. So typically my warm up, if it's gonna be about an average length course, I grab my Sugar Daddy 2 PXG wedge, my 50 degree. That's what I warm up with first. Then I move on to my 9-iron, then my 7-iron, and then my driver. If it's gonna be a little bit of a longer course, I'll throw my 5-iron in there also. Your pre-round warm up is not the time to work on anything. This is not the time to work on, you know, something that you're trying to fix in your swing or anything like that. You're trying to warm up your body so you can go out and play golf. That's all you're trying to do here. Concentrate on contact, make sure you're hitting good contact. Worry about where the ball is going somewhat, but most of it is just gonna be, hey, let's warm the body up, let's concentrate on good contact, and then when you get out there, you can start concentrating more on where you're actually hitting the golf ball. So again, I start with my 50 degree. You can pick a target, but I mean, right now, again, I'm not even really concerned too much about where this is going. My biggest thing is, okay, that was a solid strike. The ball flight looked good. I'm looking at my setup, you know, I'm making sure my setup feels good. That was a little heavy, which is okay during your warm-up. That's gonna happen. That was another good strike. Now I'm using my GrooveIt Brush Mini. I like to clean my grooves after every shot. Keeps my grooves fresh, keeps my distances good. Go get you one, link is in the bio. Little thin. That one was a little thin, but that's okay. We're warming up. All we're trying to do is get the body warm. Solid strike. Now after probably like maybe 8 to 10 golf balls with this 50 degree, then I move on. After I feel like, okay, that feels good. I'm hitting full shots. However, that one was a little heavy. Never end on a bad one. That ball had a cut in it. Never end on a bad one, so if we hit this one good, then we'll move on. Pretty solid strike. Now we move on to our 9-iron. Again, at this point, maybe I'll start to pick somewhere out where I want the ball to go, but I'm not super concerned with that. All right, there's a white pin over there. Let's go with that. And after I've hit, 4, 5, 6 with the 9-iron, feel good. Move on to the 7. A little bit of a cut, which is fine. Another thing I'm doing while I'm out here is I'm seeing what ball flight I have. Typically I have a draw. I've been working on playing a cut. So today I'm out here, I'm just swinging. I want to see what my swing is right now. It looks like it's just a baby cut, which is perfect. But now I know, instead of going out there and trying to fix it, just play a straight ball with a baby cut all day today until it changes maybe later on the course. I'm gonna hit one more and then we're gonna move on to a couple drivers. And then we're gonna head back to the putting green before our tee time. Again, if I'm gonna play a cut, that's fine. Just need to know which way it's going. One more like that and we'll be good to go. All right, let's go back to the putting green, hit a few more putts, and then we're off to the tee. All right, guys, so we just get back to the putting green. Instead of having 3 balls, I have 1. But I just hit a couple more putts, just dial in that speed a little bit more, and then we head off to the first tee. I appreciate you hanging out. If you haven't already, be sure to drop a like on this one and be sure to hit that subscribe. I am here to help you play better golf. Until we see you on the next video, have a good one.